Magrikka. Passage 9. The shamanic perspective onto the world and its processes is often called pantheistic, but what does it actually mean if such that all in the world is an aspect of one God, but not a schizophrenic idea, to meaning excluding that there is entities with differentiating souls? To this, it could mean that animals as such, for example, are a messenger of pantheistic forces, just like a difference in weathercast would be. For this, nonetheless, reality is accessed by either the singular of an entity, thus nature being its reflection, or the pantheistic force that guide through existing. Thus, one assumption to it is the noise of nature unheard by perceived are your own of reflection, but hence, with all the real animals as well as step towards it is often a step counter regarding its instinct, and one is now in its depth. Hence, a balanced spirit is the fundamental to casting the magic of one's own at most of control, or meaning not the insight in its causation one might want to reach such depth. Hence, of understanding how an animal of the wild would need to be assumed for leaving a traces for food, as helper whom one might not want to disregard. Similarly, like to the treatment of one's own animal part to the mental, one might especially following not disregard this to be functioning, or meaning, to not stand in front of the animal with empty hands, one might want to fare off the depth. To do so, hence, one needs to gain understanding of which pantheistic forces it's in depth to. Second, clean the depth. I figured one way to do so is by 1. Sever the pictured by dotted nomination apart from. 2. Seal it to stay in that shape. 3. Rebuild the nominations in silence to one's mental. 4. Vanish the shape of nominations to place unknown. 5. Let them blink while vanishing in this place, with always one less than the original till one remembers the place. And start 6. Becoming the past. It, leaving the past to the rest of that which was one in depth to. 7. Place one's remembrance of it into the last nomination of shape to simulate to the original when force satisfied and vanish the shape.